0 current UFC champions have gotten their belt before the age of 27, while Jon Jones had 7 title defenses by the time he reached that age. This light heavyweight champion was the youngest champion in UFC history, and we're all eager to see this legend back in the octagon. Today we're taking a look at the life and career of Jon "Bones" Jones. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe and check back every week for more Ultimate MMA. Jones was born in Rochester, New York to a father who was a pastor. His father discouraged Jones from fighting and urged his son to be a pastor like himself. Jones's mother died at the age of 55 due to diabetes, and his older sister died of a brain tumor at only 18 years old. Jones started wrestling in high school and was a standout athlete. He started to go to college to study criminal justice, but would eventually drop out to pursue his career in MMA. From there, the rest is history. Jones made his professional debut and in 3 months racked up 6 wins that all came by way of knockout or submission. This quickly got the attention of the UFC. Jones made his UFC debut at UFC 87 facing off against Gusmao, and with some unique striking ended up with the win by unanimous decision.
Jones tries for right hand. Big difference in the skill level of their hand techniques. You see that right away. The way Jones is throwing his punches is mostly with arms. Beautiful lateral drop right there. Very nice. Jones is really pushing it. Oh, look at that. Went for a spin.
Big knees. Good battle. Spinning back fist. And just missed.
Right away in his second matchup, Jones took on UFC legend Bonnar at UFC 94 and won by unanimous decisions.
As well as very good Muay Thai. And there you see what I was talking about with Jones. Jones has got real unorthodox striking. Again,
and another one.
Man. What awesome use of the momentum there. Look out.
Cannot knee a downed opponent. He waits nicely until he was up. That Jones has been able to utilize so far. And that's what we saw in the fight,
to the body. Bonnar tried for a trip, winds up on his back.
Wow.
Jones got his first UFC finish when he faced Jake O'Brien at UFC 100 and forced O'Brien to tap with a guillotine choke.
Might want to get off the feet for a little while.
O'Brien might be resting here, but this is the guillotine attempt here by Jon Jones. It's tough to tell. I mean, a very strong grappler. If he's got a hold of Jake O'Brien's neck here, it looks like he's got it very deep, Mike. I can't see it from this angle.
Looking to finish it.
He put him out. He put him out. Wow.
Jon Jones.
This scored Jones a new 4-fight contract with the UFC, leading him to his next matchup against Matt Hamill at the Ultimate Fighter heavyweight finale.
He's doing a good job.
Big elbows.
No, he can't do 12 to 6.
Stand up.
The up to down elbow from 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock is illegal.
1 point. Downward elbow.
Now you want to know how ridiculous it is? This is why it's illegal, because when they were trying to pass the rules at the commission, people in the commission had seen fights.
He might be done.
That's it.
It's all over!
Wow.
Jones dominated Hamill but was disqualified due to his use of illegal elbows during the match. Jones would win his first Knockout of the Night award when he faced Vera at UFC Live.
He's good, doing a good job defensively, though.
Big elbow.
Ate a shot there.
Oh, yeah, that hurt him.
He's hurt.
Jon Jones looking to finish. Vera's hurt. Jon Jones.
That's it.
It is all over.
Wow.
Jon Jones.
He won in the very first round by TKO due to a vicious elbow strike. Dana White would finally start giving Jones some top competition after Jones faced former IFL light heavyweight champion Vladimir Matyushenko at UFC Live.
Jones pressing down on that arm. He's going to use it to stand. He's got a mounted crucifix now. This is a terrible
spot. Out of this bad
terrible spot.
Herb Dean right on top of the action, and it is all over. Johnny Bones Jones.
Jones won in the first round by another elbow TKO, getting Dana White to admit Jones was the real deal. Dana promised Jones that if he won his next 2 fights, he would have the title shot, and Jones had his eyes on that prize. At UFC 126, Jones would face then undefeated Ryan Bader and put an end to his winning streak.
Nice kick. Oh, look at this.
Come on, Bader.
Under a minute now.
Yeah, he's working to try that. He's trying to slide his right arm all the way through, and he's going to try to connect it to his bicep. And that's one of the things about having such a long reach. It enables, oh, he's going for a guillotine. It enables him to attack with chokes. Oh, he got it!
It's all over! Jon Jones!
After dominating in the first round, Jones came back in the second and submitted Bader with a guillotine choke. This earned Jones a submission to the night bonus. Right after this fight, Jon Jones would finally have his title shot and took on Shogun Rua at UFC 128.
That one opened him.
Brutal elbow.
Big elbows. Trying to finish this fight.
Shogun's badly hurt, Mike.
Jon Jones looking to finish Shogun.
Vicious knee to the body and an uppercut.
Jones to the body. And it is all over! Jon Jones is the youngest champion in UFC history!
Jones was completely dominant every round, and by round 3, the refs stepped in to give Jones the victory. This made Jon Jones the youngest UFC champion of all time at the age of 23. In Jones's first title defense, he became the first fighter to submit Quinton Rampage Jackson at UFC 135.
He's got his back. He's got one hook.
Rampage has not been stopped in the octagon. That's what Jones wants, to be the first man in the UFC to stop Quinton Rampage Jackson.
He's got him.
Looking to do it right here. Looking to finish this fight.
Quinton's trying to pry it off.
It's all over! Jon Jones has defended his UFC light heavyweight championship. He stops Quinton Rampage Jackson.
Jones would continue to give fighters their first submission losses as he defended his title against Lyoto Machida at UFC 140.
And he did that when he used his wrestling. Oh!
Again they battle in another big knee. 45 seconds on the clock in the second.
He's got a choke.
Trying to choke him out and finish the fight here.
Lyoto's in trouble.
Trying to finish this fight. It is all over.
After a unanimous decision victory with his rival and former teammate Rashad Evans, Jones would begin to face controversy. Jones was expected to face Dan Henderson at UFC 151, but Henderson had to back out due to injury. Dana then proposed Jones fight Chael Sonnen, but Jones refused the fight and the conflict ended with UFC 151 being canceled. This was the first time a UFC event had been canceled in the history of the organization. From here, Jones would continue to successfully defend his belt against Vera Belfort at UFC 152.
Proper toolbox and we can build something.
Side kick to the body, he hurt him, he hurt him, he hurt him. He hurt him with that side kick to the body.
And now the axe kick the same way.
Vitor's in pain here.
Chael Sonnen at the Ultimate Fighter.
There's a nice elbow again.
Chael made an attempt at an armbar. Oh, Chael's
swarming on is Jones. Big knee. Looking to finish this fight early. All over him right here in the first round. And it is all over!
And Alexander Gustafsson at UFC 165.
Blood rolling down the right side of Jon Jones's face. Gustafsson with the takedown. First time in the UFC.
Spinning elbow by Jon. Jon's really starting to get aggressive now. Kick to the body.
Now Jones looks for the takedown.
And he's got Gustafsson up.
Final seconds of the round.
Big elbow by Jon.
Big elbow.
Again. There's a nice elbow.
Caught him.
Oh, that might have hurt him.
Yeah, that did. Jones with a big
vicious knee and a vicious elbow.
30 seconds left in the round. Gustafsson trying to escape.
That last one in particular is often considered one of the greatest UFC fights of all time. After some back and forth about whether Jones would fight Gustafsson again or Cormier next, Jones got to defend his title against Daniel Cormier himself at UFC 182.
Jon looking for an axe kick.
Early.
Nice knee to the body by Jon.
12-inch reach advantage for the champion.
That is significant. Jon with a head kick. Blocked by Daniel. Knee to the body by Jon.
Cormier wants to get inside. A true wrestler embracing the grind.
Kick to the neck. And Jon seemed... Big kick to the body by Jon. He's looking to take him down again. And he does.
Wow.
Jones won the match by unanimous decision, but it was revealed that he had failed a drug test 1 month prior. They had found cocaine in the light heavyweight champ system, but this was only the start of the controversy surrounding Jon Jones. Jones was stripped of the belt in 2015 when he crashed his car into a pregnant woman and attempted to flee the scene. 6 months after the suspension, Jones was put back on the UFC roster. Jones faced Ovince St. Preux at UFC 197 and won by unanimous decision.
Good jab.
Nice jab by Ovince. Nice foot sweep by Jones.
Good
Ovince
knee
right
to
back
the
up to
body.
his feet. Great knee.
Final seconds of the round. Final seconds of the round. Wheel take. Look at that. He got caught with a left.
He set his trap. Ovince's back is against the side of the fence. This is where the takedown comes. And now Ovince is going to find himself in trouble. He has to continue the action or he's going to be in trouble. Did not continue the action.
That's a heavy takedown.
Jones would be suspended for a second time right before he was supposed to fight Daniel Cormier at UFC 200. The USADA banned Jones from fighting for 1 year due to a doping violation. This made him the first UFC fighter to be stripped of a title twice. Jones came back in July of the following year and faced Daniel Cormier yet again at UFC 214.
Cormier once again sends Jones retreating.
He's just having a hard time reaching Jones.
Jones trying to press the issue here. Cormier is down. Not out yet.
Cormier's in big trouble. And Jon is all over him.
Here comes Johnny Burns with the ground and pound. Cormier
That could be it.
trying to
That's it. He's out. He's out.
Jon Jones has done it.
Jones scored a knockout victory in the third round and ended up the light heavyweight champion once again. But that title was stripped from Jones and given to Cormier once again after the USADA found turinabol in his system. After a suspension of 15 months, Jones came back to fight Gustafsson once again to gain the light heavyweight championship.
The big difference in this fight has really been the leg kicks.
Good entry there by Jones. He gets his first
Jones
takedown.
on top. Elbows by Jones.
Alex from bellying out. He wants to keep him from bellying out. Now he's going to throw his hook in.
He's going to take his back. He's going to take Alex's back. This is a bad position for Alex. He's got to scramble out of here. Oh, big shots. Big shots by
Gustafsson
Jon
in a
Jones.
lot of trouble here.
Gustafsson's in trouble. That's
Jon
it.
Jones has
That's it.
regained the throne.
Jones scored a TKO victory in the third round. From here, Jones defended his belt 3 times against Anthony Smith at UFC 235.
Oh, big right hand. Oh.
The trade right.
Thiago Santos at UFC 239.
Shot him down.
And Dominic Reyes at UFC 247.
Left hand.
Jon was throwing the kick. Oh, now it's
landing. Couple good left hands from Reyes.
Then if Reyes decides to close in on him, woo, look at this.
To hurt Jones right here. That's why he's going so heavy on the wrestling. Very strong, beautiful transition. Gets the takedown. Reyes is still fighting. Deep wires. Let's see how he handles him.
Ooh, he ate an elbow there.
That hurt. That was a beautiful elbow by Jones. Jones knows it starts to get ugly here.
There's your total strike picture.
Spinning back kick.
Reyes was the last fighter to really give Jones a run for his money, but it wasn't enough to take down the champ. In 2020, after expressing a desire to move up to heavyweight and take on Francis Ngannou, Jones relinquished the light heavyweight championship title. Dana White expressed that Jones wanted a large payout for the fight, and White simply wasn't willing to dish it out. But money doesn't seem to be stopping Jones as he finally gets to move up to the heavyweight division and face Cyril Gane at UFC 285. The winner of this matchup will take the vacant UFC heavyweight championship position. We can't wait to see if Jon Bones Jones still has what it takes to be the greatest of all time. Who will win at UFC 285? Let us know in the comments. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe and check back every week for more Ultimate MMA.